I'll start. I'm the captain on motor yacht I. It's 85 metre lesson, and my name is Paul.
My name is James. I'm Chief Officer on the motor yacht Samadhi.
For me, it was I went to school many years ago, so I just found that the refresher courses weren't really giving me what I was looking for. So I thought to source a course that was actually going to test me and put me in a scenario that these refreshers don't give you. So when I found the command and control course, it was something that really appealed to me because it's real, and the scenarios are tailored towards obviously putting us under pressure. And for me, it was for a self-assessment to see where I am after many years of being not in a classroom environment.
For myself, my captain had recommended it, having just completed my Masters earlier in the year. I'm an avid learner and I really like learning, and if he suggests that I come and do a week in a simulator, absolutely. Get under pressure, make mistakes here, learn about myself, learn about how I react or how I manage a bridge team. They're things I want to know before I take a drive.
It is very, the equipment, of course, the ECDIS, the radars, the controls and so forth are very realistic. But I think the ability to upgrade the scenarios and to intensify the situation on board is the crucial part of it. It's never going to be easy, and I didn't want it to be easy. So I think it's the ability to change the situation. For me is unique, and it's really puts you in a very uncomfortable position, and it makes you reevaluate your position, and can you actually put up with that pressure.
Yeah, the underlying basics of all the gear and how it operates, it all can do the same things, but we're not getting too bogged down in doing the same things, even though they're going to try and help you in the situation. Everything's familiar, but it's not to the point of where it's going to tie you into learning a new system.
Fantastic, yeah, really enjoyed it. And the camaraderie that we've got with the guys on the course, for me, was, there's varying levels of experiences and skill sets, but for me, I learned a hell of a lot. Not only about myself, but about how other people react as well. So you can take that on board and you adjust, according to the scenarios, the emergency procedures, and the feedback that you're getting from your team. So, relinquishing a lot of the responsibility and delegating those to, the officers and navigators, for me was a really fun part of it. The role playing for me, stepping back to a chief officer's role, was unexpected, but yeah, it's an appreciation of those, a part of the team that you don't normally experience.
When was the last time you observed another captain? Like it's all coming at once. And you're like, okay, let's take that, use that.
Yeah, it's very different. And you come into it with anticipation, nervousness, curiosity, but everything sort of somehow, we gelled together, and, guys with, not as much experience, but you get something from them that you wouldn't normally expect. And also to maintain the serenity and the calmness and sort of harmonise the team is, I was really surprised. And pleasantly surprised, of course.
Yeah, all learning from each other is a pretty big takeaway.
Oh yeah, and it's not over yet. We've still got another day, but it's definitely pushed me into sort of areas that are not overly uncomfortable, but the situation awareness and the pressure that we get is it is real. and what we drill on board can be somewhat robotic, but in this scenario it's unexpected, which is you've got to react and rely a lot more on your team around you.
Yeah, with doing the once a year kind of cool cascade drill, you just hope that the details get passed around correctly. And then here we're doing that drill live in a real situation, simulation, and we're also sat in there with the management team, and we got confidence in knowing that they're also following checklists. There's nothing getting missed. There's procedures that they have to run through, contacts that they have to make. It's just more peace of mind when you're up here in this situation that workload is being taken away and decisions and solutions being come up with.
I actually introduced my chief officer, who's actually joined us on the course this week. So, which, you know, I thought, well, we work together every day, but it was nice to see him in the in the captain's role and me in the chief officer role. So we've actually switched, you know, in a various exercises over the last couple of days. So, yeah, I'm seeing him as a master, and he's seeing me as a chief officer. So it's yeah, the role playing was quite enjoyable, let's say.
I think the fact that it's not mandatory is going to attract people that want to better themselves. So everyone that is here has got that in mind. Everyone's got an open mind to learn from. Nobody's sat back and gone, that was unrealistic, or that would never happen. You know what I mean? Like, everybody is mind open and just willing to learn.
I think it's vital, you know, and for me, I've been doing it a long time, and I've never come across a course such as this. So for anybody, whether they're veterans or beginners or in the early stages of taking their first command, this puts you, you know, in a very, very, I wouldn't say, it gives you an extra tool in your box, which is to remain calm and rely on others. So yeah.
Yeah, you get an appreciation for, if you're getting drawn into something, you're taking away from the overall view, and you've got to remember what your overall view is. And tomorrow, when we sit down with the maritime lawyer, we'll discover how important that overall view is, and not to lose sight of the bigger picture.